Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. How are you guys doing today? If you're a new subscriber, thank you for coming. I do not take you for granted. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. I really appreciate you guys. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and do all the great stuff. So today I'll be talking about like traumatic experiences from my secondary school. Now I know trauma is a big word, so you could also consider them as bad experiences, like experiences that I considered as bad or like embarrassing whilst I was in secondary school and a little bit of primary school. Yeah, I'm going to do GSS classes, my GSS classes, or a little bit of primary school. I don't know what it's called abroad in high school, maybe like grade 4 or 5, like that. I'm not sure, but we'll see. Anyways, yeah, I have some of the key points here because I don't want to just be talking like off points. I want to follow like a sequence to say them. So stick around and let's dive straight into these experiences. Okay, number one. And this happened probably when I think I was in primary 2. Yeah, I think I was in primary 2, or I don't know if it's called basic 2, but yeah, I think I was in primary 2 or basic 2, like it's called. So in my class then, it was like a chair that could contain 2 students. So what the class teacher used to do there was to put one boy, one girl on one seat. So for some reasons, when I came into class on that very day, 2 boys were sitting on my seat. Like there were 2 boys instead of a boy and a girl, and I was like, oh, why won't you, like talking to the other boy, like why won't you go back to your seat? You know that a boy and a girl usually sit down on one chair. And he was being reluctant. I'm like, yo, I want to sit down. I don't have time for this. I just came into class that morning, and as I wanted to sit down, he didn't like want me to sit down, so I actually sat on his laps. Now in my head, I sat down on his lap. Was there, because I wasn't thinking anything about it, but I saw the class shouted, like I did something so wrong, like an abomination. And to be honest, I didn't even realize that for a very long time. Like I didn't realize what their reaction meant for a very long time until I actually started to quote unquote have sense. That's when I realized that all these people you have spoiled you. They are not because why you shouting? I can't hear. It was just something. It was something else that day. So that is experience 1. So experience 2 now is this one. So we had a class teacher that she was a female. Then she fell ill, and then a male teacher had to come replace her because obviously we need class teachers. So apparently this male teacher, he had a wicked persona. Like his countenance was just wicked, his aura was wicked. Not with always to carry cane, I can flog, I can this and that. That is the kind of person that man was. So he came that day, he taught us maybe day 1. So day 2 he was teaching us, and we had already noticed his pattern. Since he used to be wicked, we know him as the wicked teacher, right? He was teaching and people would be like, excuse me sir, I want to ease myself, and be like, sit down. Excuse me sir, I want to ease myself. He would say, sit down. Me, hey, I wanted to ease myself that day. Hi, hey, oh my God, thank you Jesus for your grace. This man was telling everybody to sit down. I was like, how would I tell this man I want to ease myself like this? Like, how would I tell him that I actually wanted to ease myself? I didn't know how I would go about it. So I was just like, okay, breathe in girl, breathe in girl, breathe in girl, you can hold it. After this class is over, you go. Lo and behold, guys, I didn't go because the class took longer than expected. And guess what happened? I'm going to leave you guys guessing. Yes, I can't use my mouth to say it because let's just know that bygone is bygone, So that's experience 2. So experience 3. This happened when I was in secondary school. Now I had entered secondary school. Now this was like, I think GSS 2 or 3, GSS 2 and 3 actually, and that's basic 8 and 9. I don't know what it is in high school, maybe grade 4, 5, 6, thereabouts, I'm not sure. Now there is this boy in my class. There was this boy in my class rather. I don't know where this came from. I don't know where this disgusting attitude came from, this disgusting mentality came from that he had. But suddenly he just started calling me an Igbo word. I don't even know how to pronounce it very well. Bear with me if you are Igbo and I murdered this word. Bear with me. And it goes like this. It says Indiala, and apparently that meant like a crazy person, mad person sort of situation. So this boy called me a crazy person for session upon session. Oh my god. Guys, it was really a lot for me. I felt like I was suffering. I'm saying it now, but it wasn't funny then, because it was kind of like he was bullying me. Literally, that's what it was. He was calling me a crazy person. So I'll come in the morning, we'll call me Indiala, I'll do this Indiala. But it was constantly calling me. I know, students. I went to a private school. I need to iterate that I went to a private school, so we're not like so much. And everybody in the class, whenever he calls me a crazy person, they would laugh, and I don't blame them. Obviously it was funny, right? But it wasn't funny to me. And I would report to the teachers, and teachers would say, tell her sorry. Telling her sorry doesn't solve anything. He would say the sorry, he would still go back and call me a crazy person. And then there was one time something happened where I think we were supposed to write an exam, and they had done the arrangements, and apparently my seat and his seat were not too far, from each other. And he approached me. I was like, oh, yo, you're sitting close to me, please tell me in the exam. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna tell you and all. And it was like, look, if you tell me, I'll stop calling you a crazy person. And I'm just using crazy person. He usually says it in the Igbo term, and he'll say, I'll stop calling you a crazy person, and if you tell me. And I thought about it. Me now, in my head, I'm like, I'm wise. Yes, finally, I've caught you. Then I said, okay, no problem. I will not, I will teach you, rather. I said, I will teach you, and you won't call me a crazy person anymore. And he was like, yes, deal. And I was like, okay, fine. When the exam starts, that's what we'll do. And when the exam started, he asked me some questions. I told him, and yeah, for that time, he didn't call me a crazy person. Guys, guess what? After that exam was over, the minute the exam was over, this boy went back to calling me a crazy person. So I endured that for a long time. It was really hard. I'm not even going to lie, it was really hard. Constantly being called a crazy person was not easy. It wasn't easy for me. I don't know how I was surviving it, but I knew I dreaded going to school every day because of this boy. It ties into the next experience 4. There was one boy that came to our class. This boy was a nuisance. He was constituting a nuisance. Now he was a new student, right? He was constituting a nuisance to everybody. I was just praying to God, please let this nuisance not reach my side. But guys, this nuisance got to me. This boy got to me. He was always disturbing me. I don't know, maybe because his name was Joseph, Joseph and Mary, secondary school now, they always do nonsense. Joseph. Yeah, his name was Joseph, and this boy was a nuisance. He had constituted a nuisance to everybody, including teachers, that he was my turn. He would come and disturb me, and he would just kind of disturb us, that he would touch you and run away and laugh at your face from some kind of nonsense laughter. I was just like, God, what have I done wrong to deserve this kind of treatment? That was how I was. What have I done wrong? And he was doing that subsequently, the same time, consecutively. He was doing it at the same time that this other boy was calling me a crazy person, because it also happened in basic 9. That one, he called me a crazy person from basic 8 to basic 9. This one, basic 9, he was disturbing me. I'm like, yes, finally, it is over. It is over. I have accepted that you guys were sent to me, from the devil, and I rebuke you in Jesus' name. I didn't say that then, but it was a lot for me. It was really a lot. And I don't even know how I survived, but I thank God that I survived. And teachers need to do better. You can't be seeing such things happening to students, and students are complaining to you, and you're saying, say sorry. You're not doing anything actively about it. It's sad. If I do say so myself, it feels sad anyways. But that is that about experience 4. So what is experience 5? Experience 5. Because you know why I'm laughing? This experience 5. This is why I have something against people named Pious. Yes, if your name is Pious, stay away from me. I've told you. Anyways, I don't know. Maybe my husband. I doubt. It can't be. Let's not go there. Now, this man, he was not a teacher. He was not a teacher, still in basic 9. This man was not a teacher, he was the boss. Face your work, sir. Wetin be your business with me? How do I have anything to do with you? Like, what is the correlation between me and you? This man did not mind his business. So he came from his office one day to our class in basic 9 and he was like, you guys are making noise. Someone should write the name of noisemaker. Now I was sitting on my own. You say Mary should write the name of noisemaker. Why me? Why me, sir? First of all, that's the first question. Why me? I did not complain. I say, fine. You want me to write the name of noisemaker? Okay. I'm like, you have come. It's your wahala. Guys, I'm sorry. I just want a cockroach. I cannot deal. Hey. Oh my God. Guys, the cockroach is at my back. I'm going to film like that, but this is what I go through to film for you guys. Anyways, I'm rounding off this video ASAP. Anyways, I think I stopped at the point where I said, the man had come with his wahala. Right, he came with his wahala and he was like, okay, maybe write the name of noisemakers. And I was like, okay, cool, why not? You've already said I should write it anyway, so I'm gonna write it. I literally do not have like a choice or that much of a choice anyways. So he went back to his office and I took the pen and paper. I actually was gonna write the name of noisemaker, but the thing was that he was impatient and I was still giving those people like chances. I stopped making up. So by the time he came back, he was like, what's the name of noisemaker? And I showed him that, look, I didn't write anybody's name. And he was like, it's not possible. How will you not write anybody's name? This class has been making noise since, and I've been hearing their voices. I'm like, sir, I didn't write anybody's name. And this man was like, okay, you didn't write anybody's name. It means you're the one that will be punished. I'm like, yes, just tell me that they sent you from the pit of hell. Just tell me this. Tell me that they sent you from the pit of hell, because this is the goal. This was the goal from the onset. Guys, you'll never believe the punishment this man gave me. He told me to kneel down. He didn't tell me to kneel down in front of my class. So if he's inside my class, no problem now. This man took me to the middle of the school compound where everybody in the entire school can see me. He said, go and kneel down there. And I should carry the empty paper of the names of noisemaker to the middle of the school compound. I was like, wow, you don't mean it. Like, you don't mean it. I should just go and lead her just like that. Wow, guys, that day I cried. I was just crying. Shebi, I was already in it. I was crying. You would think that maybe someone sent me away from home. I was crying with the paper in my hands. I was just thinking, God, what have I done? How did I offend this man? That was the very way that I was feeling. I can't forget that. Mr. Pius, God be with you. God be with you. God be with you. Because normally I'll say, what did I learn from that situation? I didn't learn anything. So what you did was for no reason. You just did it because you had the power to do it at that time. And you just hurt a young girl for no reason. Well done. Well done, sir. Well done. I hope you see this video. I hope you see this video. Well done. Anyways, we don't hold grudges around here. We are children of God. Take note of that. Okay, so the last the last experience before I go, that the cockroach is at my back somewhere. I have to run. The last experience before I go was the time where my class teacher then in basic 9, everything, the main thing just happened in this basic 9. I want to say that at that time that this happened, I was on low cut. I had cut my hair because in basic 9 I was fed up of a lot of things, and you guys already know why. So I had cut my hair, and when I cut my hair, I realized that my attitude was changing. Like, I was becoming, like, it's as if I was channeling a masculine energy. I can't even explain, but I was becoming more I don't care-ish. Like, my attitude was changing. I don't know, maybe because I cut my hair, so it was showing in my personality. So this man came to the class one day. We didn't have a class captain there, and he was like, look, we need to choose a class captain. That's my class teacher. He was like, we need to choose a class captain. Who's going to be the class captain? And I was like, not me. Everybody was like, not them. Because now, you're a class captain. You're the one that will suffer everything in this world, in that class. You don't get anything. Basically, you don't gain anything. So this man was like, who's going to be the class captain? I was like, not me. Everybody was like, not them. I don't know if they voted or he just chose randomly. I can't remember. But I sure knew he later chose me. I was like, Mary, you be the class captain. You know what, guys? I had never stood up to anybody before telling me you be this, you be that, when I didn't want to do it. That's why he said, I was contemplating in my mind, should I tell this man I don't want to do? After much contemplation, I just decided, I stood up, I said, sir, I can't be the class captain. I told him, I can't be the class captain. In my mind, I'm like, hey, if you check by me, you cannot use punishment to kill me. You can't use the serpents to kill me. What have I done to you? And I was a very quiet girl, guys. Human beings. I'm like, you cannot use work to kill me. I didn't say this, so that was what was going on in my mind. But I was like, I told him that, sir, I cannot be the class captain. I don't want to be the class captain. Bear in mind, at that point, my brother was still in school. He was in SS3 and he was the head boy. So I don't know, maybe it's the eyes that were using to look at my brother that were using to look at me like, okay, you two, you should be taking up post. Bear in mind also, during this time, this same class teacher man, during assembly, I was in basic 9 in GS3. This man would say, Mary, come and lead the assembly. Maybe the chapel prefect or whatever was not around. I'm like, bro, what is my offense? Can I know my offense? Literally, can I know my offense? So at that point, I'm like, you have done enough to me now. Lead the assembly. You still want me to come and be class captain? I cannot be. That's why this my vex. He was like, do you want to beat me? Maybe because of my low cut, he felt threatened. Because then too, like I said, that low cut was channeling something in me that I don't even know. And he was like, do you want to beat me? I don't know what's wrong with you. She had vex. He left. I'm like, well, me, I've told you what I want to tell you, and I've said it, and I'm done with that. And then he went ahead to report me to my brother, who was the head boy at that time, and he said, when my brother was telling me what he said, because my brother came to me to be like, oh, so person said this about you, that's my class teacher. And I was like, oh, really? What did he say? Apparently he said that he doesn't know what's wrong with me, that my brother should talk to me, that I said I didn't want to be the class captain. As if class captain will take me to heaven. It's not going to take me to heaven. It will not. Class captain no go take me go heaven. So, sir, wait till they report me for, but he reported me, and at the end the report kilo just see nothing. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna end this video here. Stay tuned for part 2 because I'm gonna be talking about my experiences in SS. Now, I think that one is going to be hitting. It will hit me, like you will see the emotions pouring out because some teachers do the most. Let me just say that some teachers, they do the most. So stay tuned for my experience in SS classes and also for my experience in the university class. In the university. So yeah, thank you guys so much. I apologize if my voice is low. It's actually quite late. I'm filming this video quite late, but yeah, that's why you can see cockroaches around me. You can't see it, but I need to go, guys. I need to go. Anyways, thank you so much for watching my YouTube video today. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the great stuff. Thank you for coming. Stay tuned for part 2, maybe part 3, maybe with a guest. We'll see. Thank you, guys. Bye.